I tell you what, the selection of music that these guys are coming out to tonight is excellent. Here's Big Omar. Omar Cruickshank, Big O.
That is a large man.
Yes, he is. That's what I said. You think Nick's big, wait till you see Omar. Omar goes about 330.
Yeah, that's what he weighed in last night, 330.
Again, my game plan for Steve Thomas is stay off the bottom. You don't want to be underneath a guy this size, especially underneath a guy this size that's a brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu who's been training as long as Omar. Steve Thomas coming to the ring now. Steve Thomas training out of Madama Jiu-Jitsu.
I've actually seen him in the AGL that they have here with the gi on. He's a fierce competitor.
Steve, yes, very good competitor. Again, Steve's on short notice too. Steve's on short notice too. Had a heavyweight Norman Shack that got hurt.
Good cat.
Filling in for him, Steve Thomas taking on short notice.
In the blue corner, we have Big Steve Thomas.
These guys are fighters. Look, a fighter fights, doesn't matter. Short notice.
Doesn't matter. I've seen one YouTube video where Omar knocks a guy unconscious from a takedown. All right, two big men right in the middle.
I've been waiting for this one, Jay.
Yes, sir. Like I said, man, you got 600 pounds of jiu-jitsu in the ring right now. Thomas looking for an arm drag. And Omar.
Oh my God.
Omar drives in, snaps down, takes his back.
Well,
not only is he big, he is strong, and he is fast. Thomas on the ground. No hooks in or anything like that. Thomas could roll out of this position, but again, you got 330 pounds on your back to try to roll out of it. He does. He turns into him, trying to hook a leg. Omar, little pancake throw, man, puts him right on his back. Side control for Omar.
Steve needs to start shrimping, trying to get that knee in, work some space.
Got to get to a better position. Has to improve his position from here. He's got to get on a side. He's got to, I would say, get onto his left shoulder, man, and try to get his knee in or try to get on his left shoulder to face him. Omar on top, keeping very heavy. It looks like he's going for a key lock or a straight arm on lock on that far side. I can't really see from this angle. Thomas rolling to his stomach to defend it.
In the event, he's giving his back up.
He is, and they are halfway out of the ring. Got to pull him back in.
They're gonna have to stop this.
Yeah, or that front row is in jeopardy.
Restart him in the same position in the middle of the ring.
Yes. Much safer for everybody there. So, they're starting back in the middle of the ring. Thomas flat on the mat, Omar on his back.
Jay, now he requested that?
No. They were halfway out of the ring. You got to restart.
Like, with wrestling, when you're starting off, you lay flat on these?
Oh, no. He was flat when they were going out of bounds. Or when they were going out of the ring, so they restarted in the exact same position.
So, I got you.
Yeah. Steve trying to be explosive, almost is able to get out. Omar ends up on top still. Steve's got half guard on the bottom.
Such agility for large men.
I mean, he does not move like he's, 330 pounds. And Steve Thomas, same thing, 270 pounds. Very, very athletic for 270. Trying to sit up, very nice. Trying to go for Kimura from that bottom half guard position. Man, if he pulls this out, now remember, Omar is not allowed to grab grab Steve's clothes or anything like that. Yeah, he's trying to use that to his advantage here. And sprawl back to try to break. He's got it. Steve might be able to sweep with this. He's got it very tight. Oh, Omar does a good job of defending, straightening that arm out. That was very, very close. Omar puts his knee right on the wrist and breaks that grip. Steve Thomas, great attempt there, though. That was close, man. I thought he was at least going to get the sweep out of it. Oh, right to a head and arm choke. Omar jumps over top to a head and arm choke. Not much time left. Time in the round.
Wow. Amazing.
Omar, great agility, jumping all the way over the side control, over to the opposite side once he did lock up that head and arm. Again, Thomas spent a lot of time underneath a big man in that last round, so I'd assume he's going to try everything in his power to get to that top position. Both guys look good. Neither of them look exhausted or anything like that, man. Omar, you don't see that too much. Omar got an inhaler in the corner.
He may feel he has a psychological edge of ending the round in the head and arm choke.
A tight one too, man. A very tight head and arm. Seconds out. All right, here we go. Second round. Get ready to start with these big fellas.
Showtime.
All right, here we go. Round two, they both walk right out to the middle, slap hands. Let's see this. Again, I imagine Steve is going to try everything in his power to end up in the top position this time. And both these guys want that position.
Little feeling each other out here.
Yeah, man. You know what? When you're talking about, guys this size, when you're competing against guys this size, one bad shot and you're stuck underneath it. Omar almost put him next door. He actually drove him. He drove him so hard into the ropes that he broke the wall behind him. There was a crack going down the wall. That just shows you the strength that you're dealing with here. And the best part, Steve Thomas defended it. Defended it.
With a little help from the wall. That was great.
Yes, it was, man. Cracked the wall. Omar with a big takedown. Steve came forward, and it was like he ran into a wall. Now let's see Omar locking. Omar trying to lock up this head and arm again, man. And again, he has got some massive, massive arms, so I imagine they get around your neck and start squeezing. He might be able to pull this off from this half guard position. Might be able to pull off just a straight up neck crank from here. Thomas doing a good job, man, at just pushing his arm off, trying to keep his weight at least off of his face more than anything, man, just so he's not smothered under there.
I'll tell you what, if they go running at this side of the ropes, I'm out.
I am out. Big Omar on top. Thomas still in that half guard position. Would really like to see Steve Thomas on the bottom try to underhook, try to do something to make Omar have to move. If you make that big guy on top move, it's going to release that pressure, man. It's going to release that weight on top of you. But if you just allow him to be on top of you like that, you're just wearing yourself out. That's why if he would just take his right arm, just underhook, push under his armpit, just push him away to make Omar try to adjust. It's going to relieve pressure, and it's going to give him the space to try to escape at least.
Yeah.
Now, again, I say all that, way easier said than done.
Yeah.
Way easier said than done.
Steve's got to create a scramble here.
And again, you're talking about a guy, Omar, probably spends a tremendous amount of time in that top position and probably feels, impossible to move at times. Now, he's moved that mount position. Not much time. Not much time left in the round. Time. We're going to round. Big boy's going to round 3, man.
Omar finishes both rounds in a great position.
Yes, he does, man. Omar hasn't been in anything other than a dominant position.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Yeah, Omar hasn't been in anything other than a dominant position. Steve needs to finish this round. He needs to finish him. All right, here we go. Round 3.
It's hard to prepare for, unless you have other big guys in your gym like this.
And if you don't, and you know what? Big guys, dude, he's a brown belt, man. It means he's been training for years. It's not only a big body, he's a big body that knows how to roll. Steve kind of mad. Omar just charges forward, man. Now Thomas, if you see, Thomas is changing his level a bit, and he's going to try to stay lower. Omar puts his head down, and he drives forward until he puts you on your back. And again, these guys, Thomas does not want to end up on a bottom position, so he's going to wait for his opportunity before he takes a shot here. And I know he's probably wanting it to be perfect.
He may be better off looking for an outside single.
Staying away from going underneath.
Yeah.
Stay. That's a very good point.
Because even locking up at Omar hasn't been so successful.
No. Hey, look at the size of Omar's arms, man.
Much props for Thomas for stepping up.
Oh, yeah, short notice. Having to go against these monsters. And the crazy part is, I bet you most of the time, Steve Thomas is the biggest guy in the gym.
Yeah.
Omar pushes him back into the ropes. Not quite as crazy, but man, he just locks up. Little hip toss, puts you right to the mat, man. And again, Thomas's back is on the mat. Omar in side control. Let's see if Omar looks to advance his position, look for a submission. Either way, Thomas has got to try to scramble here. He's got to create a scramble. He has to get Omar's chest off of him.
No matter what happens, this final is going to be explosive.
Yes, it is, man. Omar again. Omar's looking for a key lock. Steve's doing a good job of defending. But again, I would like to see Steve not just have to defend, but really try to create a scramble. He's got to create some space. Omar is got basically a smother here, where he's almost put a neck crank, but he's putting his chest right over top of Steve's face, man, and making it really difficult to breathe. Being in that position before with somebody big and strong on top of you, it is uncomfortable. But like I said, it's so much easier to say, move that guy. There you go. He went for an explosion, but Omar stayed on top heavy. It's so easy to say it than when you actually have somebody 330 pounds who's been training that long on top of you.
You can't explode off of 330 pounds.
But Thomas is running out of time.
Yes, Omar's been training, I think he said he's been doing this 8 years.
Yes.
And he actually started when he went to visit Tiger Schulman's, just checking out something and got into it.
Yeah.
Got into it.
That's it. I mean, we go to a decision with these big boys.
It's in the books.
I imagine that's going to be a Cruickshank with a win on that. He'll be meeting KG in the finals.
Man, that is going to be one.
Yes, it is.
Dad, see the wall?
So now, Jay, we go back to the lightweights.
Back to the lightweights, man. Mike Padilla versus Daniel Tavares, man. Now, both these guys have had plenty of time to rest. Tavares had an exhausting match. But both these guys have plenty of time to rest. Again, these guys have competed way more than, 3 times in a day. So they are prepared for this.
That's it. Omar gets the win. He's in the finals now.
Omar and Nick, man, that is two big boys, man.